Hello learners, and welcome to another week at CPDLF. This week you're going to be completing units 3.7 and 3.8. Okay, so this week we're going to be talking about nationalism, the Monroe administration, the idea that Washington and Monroe believed the United States should not become involved in European affairs. It talks about different things such as the westward movement. It talks about the Monroe Doctrine, so a lot of important things from American history. It talks about Andrew Jackson, John Marshall, so you'll be learning all about that. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. Unit 3.8 is an essay, but don't get overwhelmed. It says 750 words. It doesn't have to be 750 words. It just needs to make sure that you include everything, and once you begin typing, I think you're not going to have a problem reaching the word count or coming close to it. But you have two topics to choose from. You can either write about, it says Washington and Monroe believe the United States should not become involved in European affairs. Is it possible to follow the same policy today? Why or why not? And cite examples of recent news events to support your opinion. So this could be very interesting. You could look at some current events and you could say, this is why we should not become involved in affairs of other country today, or why we need to, and what could happen if we don't. The other question is, the Monroe Doctrine expressed the idea that the new countries should be allowed to develop without interference from stronger nations. In your opinion, does the United States still follow this policy? Do you think that such a policy should be followed in the modern world? Cite news events and recent historic incidences to support your opinion. Okay, so either one is fine. Just pick one that you feel comfortable with. And as long as you support your opinion, you're going to be fine. Okay, so those are the two assignments for this week. I also want to remind you that the end of the marking period is Friday, January 12th. So we are officially halfway through the year on the 12th. Make sure your half-year classes are finished by then. I know that you guys have a full year for me, but just a friendly little reminder, you should be around 50% completion for me, right around there. If you're a little under, it's going to be okay. Just because of my pace chart versus Odyssey Ware's auto-generated pace chart. So just make sure you're right around 50%. If you have any really low scoring assignments, please make sure you do them. If you skipped any projects because you were a little fearful of them, they're not usually that difficult. They're just, like I said, a small paragraph, something to write. Don't let it scare you because the projects are weighted a little bit more than the lessons. There is no school on January 15th. It is Martin Luther King Day. So you can definitely take off on Monday if you choose to do so. If not, feel free to work. This is next Monday, not today. Okay, so this is on the 15th. Okay, so family engagement night's coming up on the 18th of January. So hopefully we'll see you guys all here. We always have a really good time with that. We have activities and usually some games and surprises to give away as well. Okay, so if you have any questions, as always, please reach out to me. And if not, you guys have a wonderful week. Thanks. Bye.